Hi there, you little chicken nuggets. It's me, Carl. What's up? So some of you are finally coming out of lockdown and your lives are starting to go back to normal. Huzzah. How exciting. And that means we're going to be going back to church real soon. And with church comes the old greeting time. But things have changed. We can no longer greet each other the same old way because of germs and stuff like that. And we don't want to risk going back in quarantine again. That was rough. Real rough. I'll kill you! I'll kill you! Well, have no fear. Us here at Sunday Cool have put together a couple of post-quarantine greetings. And these greetings will not only make your friends feel reunited, but they'll also make them feel safe. And safety is my number 4 priority. Don't ask me about the other 3. Okay, I'll tell you. Number 3, eat more cantaloupes, stay away from antelopes. Number 2, if you have corduroy, wear it. Number 1, if you have AA batteries, keep them in your pocket because you'll never know when you need a AA battery. Okay, let's watch these greetings. Hey, how's it going? You doing good? You doing good?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, Andy.
Hello, Carl.
How are you today?
Good, you?
Good. Oh, no.
What's happening?
I think we are shutting down.
Oh, no.
I was just beginning to love.
Hey, Carl.
Hi, Andy. How's it going? Hey, Andy.
Hey, Carl.
How's it going?
Not bad. Can't complain. I could, but who'd listen?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, me either. Hey, Carl, put it there. Zah.
Sa. Yellow.
And then I said, that's not a toaster, that's my wife.
That's incredibly inappropriate.
It's a joke.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, Carl. Chest bump?
Sure.
Okay. You okay? Let me help you.
Yeah.
Let me.
Hello, Andy.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Fine.
All right, good seeing you.
Yeah, good seeing you.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, Andy.
What are you doing?
I'm a dinosaur. Ah.
I get that, but like, why?
They ran a mask.
So you bought a dinosaur costume instead?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good seeing you.
Good seeing you.
Take it easy.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
Oh.
Those are some great ways for us to start practicing, I think, greeting people. When we go back to church, I'm hoping to see some of those. I think that'd be really interesting, especially the giant bubbles. I'd like for everybody to wear their own all the time. Everybody gets their own space. I like that. But we are glad you're here. This is the week of Mother's Day. We're premiering our video a little bit early since Sunday is Mother's Day, and we don't want to take away from Mom's special day. But we are glad you're here. We're thankful for all the mothers out there. I know my mom watches this video every week just because she wants to see her grandkids. It has nothing to do with me. So, but happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We're glad you're here. And so because it's Mother's Day, we're going to start our show off today with our kid interview. So let's go to our kid interview segment. Welcome to Kid Interviews. We have a couple of kids here today in honor of Mother's Day that are going to talk about some questions about their mom. So, can you tell me what is one thing that your mom says a lot?
Do your schoolwork.
Do your schoolwork. That is true in these times. Yes, she has to tell you that a lot. What about you?
Not to ABC Mouse.
Not to play on ABC Mouse all day. Those are both very good things. What is one thing that you love most about your mommy?
She loves.
She loves you? One thing that you love about your mommy?
About her smile.
She has a nice smile? I like mommy's smile too. All right. And if you could tell mommy one thing every day, what would you tell her every day?
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
You're going to tell her Happy Mother's Day every day? Okay. All right. And if you could tell your mommy one thing, what would you tell her?
Mother's Day.
Besides Mother's Day?
Food.
You would just tell her food. Would you tell her you love her?
I love her.
Oh, good answer. Good answer. I'm glad we got that one there. So this has been Kid Interviews. Would you like to say anything else before we end this segment?
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Have a great week. Have a great year. It's your year. So this is Mother's Day. This is Kid Interviews. And apparently we're just going straight into dead segments here. All right. Those interviews were a lot more difficult than I expected, but that's what you get with kids. So, Kid Interviews is great. We have a couple of people who've submitted quarantine kitchen videos this week. We can't show every single one, but we're going to save them. We're going to use them. So if you ever got a quarantine kitchen video you want to send in, there's always time. We'll always put them in there. But we're going to show a couple videos this week. So take a look at these quarantine kitchen videos and some cooking recipes we have for during this time. Moms out there, pay attention. These are some great recipes you may use someday.
Mikey here, and I'm making brownies. So these are the ingredients. I put it in the bowl, took out this pan, mixed it. Then I put it in the pan thingy that I took out. I shoved it in the oven, and then these are what they look like. Et voila! I already have a piece out. Ta-da!
Hello, Coronocation Congregation. So I'm doing a quarantine kitchen video, and this is not the healthiest snack, but it's really good. So this is called a pancake biscuit.
You want to go get some peanut butter and put it in a bowl.
A little bowl, okay? This is a tiny bowl. So, put it in your bowl, and then you want to get some syrup.
You're gonna take your spoon.
And mix this up. Okay, it should be like sticky, but still fall a little bit. And you're gonna take a biscuit and serve.
Those were some really great looking recipes. Interesting, and I'm glad we put students behind the camera. You never know what's going to get. Those were great. So we're going to move on to our next segment, Words with Nelly. I think he's got some suggestions for you for Mother's Day this year and the way that you communicate with your mom. So let's take a look at that video.
Hey guys, this Sunday is Mother's Day, so I just wanted to give you all a few different ways that you could say mom this Sunday. First off, we have Italian, ma, Lithuanian, ma ma. Norwegian, ma ma. Polish, ma ma. Russian, ma ma. Slavic, ma ma. Swedish, ma ma. Spanish, madre, mama, or ma me. And last but not least, we have Yiddish, Mutter. So, to spice it up this Sunday, don't use mom, but use one of these terms just to make it a little different. All right, guys, love on your moms and make it a special Mother's Day.
Thank you, Nelson, for those wonderful words for Mother. About halfway through there, I got a flashback of the Family Feud segment with Steve Harvey, where there's a woman who could not ever pronounce mama, mommy, mama. She kept saying the same word, and it's hilarious. But anyway, we're going to move on from that. This was Words with Nelly. We're moving on to Dance Challenge. So we've got some great videos. As you watch these Dance Challenge videos, in the comments, I can never remember what side, but on one side or another here, we're chatting. If you're watching this live, go ahead and put in who you think is our Dance Challenge winner. Got some great videos this week. It's going to be hard to choose. So, Dance Challenge.
Didn't even get to bronze.
Catch me for it, see me fly. The way I put my finger on it, see me fly. You got it, then try to tell me you got the wrong guy. See me fly, you know they'll never catch me for it, see me fly.
Like I said, those were some great Dance Challenge videos. I'm looking forward to reading the comments, whatever side here. But put who you think the winner is. We'll see that. We've got a new segment we've been working on this week. Some suggestions from our hangout time last week. You really were looking for a weather update, which is great because I know a lot of people have been inside for the past couple weeks and months now. And so you may not know how to interpret the weather. And so we are doing a live weather update with our weatherman. And so, yes, I'm hearing, yeah. He is ready to go. So we're going to send it out to our weatherman in the backyard to see how the weather is and how you can interpret weather. So take it away, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. I know many of you haven't been outside in a while, so I just want to give you a couple ways to understand the weather. First thing, when it's sunny like this, always good to have a pair of sunglasses. And sometimes it's even good to wear a hat. This will keep you protected in the sun and make you look really cool. Sometimes it gets cloudy outside. That means there's a chance of rain. It's always a good idea to carry an umbrella. Sometimes it starts to get a little bit cloudy. That means there's a possibility of rain. Always bring a trusty umbrella because you never know when that rain is going to come. Sometimes the weather gets really bad. There's this thing where ice falls from the sky. It's called hell, and you never know when that's going to come. But you should always watch out. Oh, ice, 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 ice. What's over there? Ice, ice, ice. Be careful. You should seek shelter immediately in some form like this when ice starts coming at you. Thank you, Andrew, for that weather report. It sounds like your kids and wife are having a little too much fun with the weather update out there. So let's tell them to keep it down, and we're going to move on to our next segment. That's in the Bible. Welcome to That's in the Bible. This week we're going to read from a passage that one of the pastoral staff members have been encouraging me to read for a while now. I won't name any names, but we're going to read from Ezekiel chapter 4. So Ezekiel chapter 4, starting in verse 9. Also take wheat, barley, beans, lentils, millet, and spelt. Put them in a single container and make them into a bread for yourself. You are to eat it during the number of days that you lie on your side, 390 days. Some people feel maybe like during quarantine it's been 390 days you've been laying on your side, and that's a really long nap. But we continue on. The food you eat each day will weigh 8 ounces, and you will eat it at set times. You also drink a ration of water, 1/6 of a gallon, which you will drink at set times. You will eat it as you would a barley cake, and bake it over dried human excrement in their sight. Dried human excrement. Please don't try that in quarantine kitchen videos. That would not be good. That's in the Bible? Every week we see something new in the Bible that it makes you say, that's in the Bible. Look, there's a lot of stuff in the Bible that makes you say that's in the Bible, but there's a lot of good stuff in the Bible too. And so this week, we sometimes think with the quarantine, are things ever going to go back to normal? Are things ever going to get back to the way they were? And some things just look impossible. But we know with God, all things are possible. So take a look at this video and remember that God is working out all things for his good, and all things are possible through this. So take a few moments to reflect on this video.
Life is full of impossibilities. We're constantly told, it can't be done. Give up. Quit. It's too hard. You'll never make it. It's impossible. But why do we listen to these voices instead of listening to the voice of our Maker? The God who knows all things and can do all things promises to give us wisdom. Seek him first. Go to him first for direction and guidance. He is the God who opens doors that no man can shut. He is the God who shuts doors that no man can open. For what is impossible with man is possible with God. When it seems impossible, remember Gideon, who fought battles and won with only 300 men. Remember Esther, who saved an entire nation. Remember David, who defeated a giant with nothing more than a stone and a sling. Every time, God delivered these people in situations that we would call impossible. Today, seek God's wisdom first and know that the God who was faithful in the past will be faithful today and in the future to come.
Thanks for taking a few moments there to reflect on that video. Really appreciate it. And remember, all things are possible with God. We continue to say, I think it's important, just because we have social distancing going on doesn't mean we're spiritual distancing during this time. So we should be seeking after God, drawing close to him, and recognizing that he's got some things going on, that he's continuing to work and doing things that we may not even recognize. And I'm excited about all the things he's doing. And I can't wait till we meet back together again where we can talk about those things and share those things. And we can actually see that God is continuing to be God as he said he's going to be. And so one segment we've had the past couple of weeks, quarantine confessions. We have not had anybody send in confessions this week. So instead, we're going to have a segment where I share some of my thoughts during this quarantine time called Quarantine Thoughts. Welcome to our first edition of Quarantine Thoughts. I have several thoughts during this quarantine that seem kind of random, but I decided to write them down and share them with everybody, so I'd like to share them now. The first thought I had was that a magnifying glass is a universal symbol for searching, but I've never actually seen someone use a magnifying glass to look for anything. Makes you wonder. Another thought that I had is the first dog to pee on Mars would temporarily be the dog lord of a whole planet. If you have a dog, I would give him to Mars. He could be the planet of the dogs there. Yeah, whatever. That's what I'm saying. All right. Have you ever noticed at the airports how security is really tough? And it should be. Until you get to bag check. And they're like, here, take a bag, any bag, doesn't matter, walk out with it. Why? That's where security needs to be. I don't want somebody walking off with my stuff. No. Okay. Have you ever thought about how people talk about how every snowflake is different? But nobody ever says that about potatoes. And every potato is unique. Be a potato. Be special. Another thought I had. Bathtubs are just reverse boats. It's true. It is. Another thought I had. If you trip and fall but don't die, then you've survived a collision with the planet. Give yourself a pat on the back. That's a pretty big accomplishment. With the way that people are delivering groceries now because of the pandemic and everything, I think that's a pretty cool thing. But it is now possible for your pizza to be both delivery and DiGiorno. It's true. People talk about how a bottomless pit is not a great place to fall into. I would argue that a bottomless pit is the safest pit for you to fall into. You know, everybody's going crazy, all of these companies turning vegetables into hamburgers and stuff like that. Not that impressive. Cows have been doing that for centuries. And finally, one more thought for you to close out today. If you pee in your dream and then actually wet the bed, that's technically a dream come true. These have been my quarantine thoughts. Well, those are some things that I think about during quarantine, I guess. So, I think we have one more segment than we normally do. I feel like there's another segment. Oh, I know. Welcome to Haircuts with Andrew. No one else in my house will come out of their rooms right now, and I am determined to get this segment in. So what we're going to do, Haircuts with Andrew. Babe, I may have messed up! Well, that was Haircuts with Andrew. I'll be wearing this hat for the next couple of weeks, probably. And so we have a great Coronocation Congregation. Couple announcements before we go. If you're watching this live on Saturday nights, we're going to have a Zoom hangout right after this, just for a few minutes, hang out to get to talk with one another. Hopefully you'll join us there. That link is in the description under the video. Also this week, we're continuing with our Control Bible Study. We're on week 4. And so if you haven't watched those videos on Right Now Media, the Control Bible Study with D.A. Horton, really good biblical teaching. I would encourage you to watch that this week. And then we're going to have Zoom Bible studies for middle school at 6:30, high school at 8 o'clock on Wednesday night. We'd love to see you there. Remember, stay safe and wash your hands.